Love Island USA is officially heating up and the girls can barely contain themselves. Let's get into it. Hey y'all, it's Nay. Welcome back to my little corner of YouTube. This video will contain spoilers for Love Island USA Season 8, Episode 4. So if you haven't seen it yet and you do not want spoilers, save this video and come back after you do. You are about to hear my thoughts on Episode 4, but of course I want to hear yours, so feel free to drop your thoughts below if you do want to participate in the conversation, and give this video a like and a hype before you go. Y'all, there is so much to talk about that happened in this episode. And I'm gonna kind of work backwards because we got a new bombshell named Corbin in this episode. And while Corbin didn't really come in until the end of the episode, damn near was the center of this whole little thing. So I really kind of have to talk about all this stuff first. In this episode, they play a game called Boss Bitch, which I'm gonna get into later. But they play this game, and in one part of the game, they have to go behind this door and do like, y'all know that game where, if you've ever seen Matilda, when they're watching TV, they see that guy kind of play that game where you let money get stuck to you. That's so meta. That's like, you have to really know that movie to know what I'm talking about. I've seen that movie hundreds of times. So they do that. They do the thing where it's like you want to get money stuck on you and the money is like a prize. They go into this room where they do that, but in this room is a bombshell named Corbin, and they get to kiss him and all that, right? So the girls meet Corbin early on, but it's in secret and the guys don't know that he's in there. They don't find out until later. But when the guys are let in on the fact that there is in fact a new bombshell, essentially all hell breaks loose. When he walks in, he gets to talk to the girls first, obviously, because he wants to get to know all of them. And the guys very quickly notice that, oh, Corbin is everybody's type. Every single woman here, he's their type.
They've never been so attentive in their life, bro. They're so locked in, bro.
They don't look at us like that.
Like, they're OD locked in right now. Look at Melanie, bro. She would pick him over me.
And honestly, I'm glad that they're self-aware, because Corbin is very much a bombshell in every sense of the word. He had the boys so shook that they became body language experts.
The fact that he's open and leaning to Kada, he's interested in Kada. The arm is like open to her.
Now, Melanie had already intended to get back at Sincere. We found that out in the last episode when she said, if you want to be open, I'm gonna be open too. So we already knew she was ready to get her get back on him. But the thing is, I think when Corbin walked into that villa, it went from, oh, I'm gonna go chat him up just to get a get back, into, oh no, I'm actually attracted to him. I'm about to make something shake for real. I don't think she's playing around just to get back and Sincere. I think she's genuinely interested in Corbin. Who wouldn't be? She's 5 minutes into having a conversation with him and she already asking him what his family life is like. Mind you, he's 22. This man did not come on this show to talk about marrying you and you meeting his family. He came on here to have a summer he's never gonna forget. When he's 85 years old and he's sitting in his rocking chair with his great-grandchildren surrounding him, he gonna think about this summer. That's what he here for. He here for the memories and the vibes, baby girl, not to get married to you and talk about his family. As he should. He's 22. Y'all already know how I feel about that. I think your early 20s are made for the vibes. Now, the girls don't like how straightforward Melanie was being when it comes to Corbin, because she was the first person to pull him for a private chat. And she essentially cut off the conversation that he was having with all of the ladies to have her private conversation with him.
Can I pull you, actually, for a private chat? Sorry.
See.
Where do you want to go?
And they were upset about that, but what I actually think they were upset about even more than that is the fact that she was all in the way when they were trying to talk to him. And so Bea decides to confront her about it.
I'm not gonna lie, it was a little excessive because you're sitting right next to him and it could have been like this, right? Kenzie's on the other side of you and she's the one that's single and you were leaning over.
Yeah, I couldn't.
And I felt like it was a little rude.
And they have a back and forth for a while. We probably saw 5 or so minutes of it, but I have a feeling it went on for a good 20.
Honestly, relax. Like, I've
before.
honestly just turned over because I didn't do it on purpose.
Well, don't tell me to relax. Same.
I don't, girl.
Okay.
Girl.
Melanie finally decides to walk away from the conversation because she's just had enough. And then she does a confessional.
I don't know what the fuck her problem is. I don't know what the fuck she got going on in her fucking head, but she definitely needed to fix her fucking tone.
Question: have you ever known someone who cries when they're upset instead of being explosive? Yeah, those are the people you need to watch out for. She's not crying because her feelings are hurt. She's crying because she probably used to be a fighter back in high school and she's trying to keep that fighter inside. People who cry when they get upset, you really gotta watch them because they be the ones. They're almost worse than people who just off top take off swinging on you because they got it in them. Melanie is trouble. I think Bea may have met her match with this one. Melanie actually gets so upset that she walks over to Kaya and tries to have a conversation with Kaya so that she can calm down. And we know she don't like her, so we know she had to be pissed off. If you start trying to talk to your enemy when you mad, yeah, you big mad. And then she start looking real crazy, wandering around the villa, you know, looking like a fiend looking for their next hit. Like she is unwell right now.
Can we have a chatty chat?
Where?
Back to the couch?
I'm not going back to the couch. I'm not going back to the couch.
that's...
Give me 10. Give me 10. Give me fucking 10.
I feel like her mask is slipping, or has already slipped. Now let's take it back a bit to before they played the boss bitch game. Melanie had Sincere way too stressed out for us to be 4 days into this thing. He should not be talking to his boys about issues that him and Melanie are having 4 days in.
She's like, well, if you pull somebody for a chat, there's a reason. Again, I didn't pull Kato with any ill intent.
At the end of the day, she shut down.
If y'all remember from Melanie's intro video, she says she's not the type that uses the phrase girl's girl because she thinks that you should show and not tell. Basically meaning if you are a girl's girl, it'll be shown. You don't have to say it. And I tend to agree with her. I think girls who say girls, sometimes they don't be. But I think that the reason Melanie doesn't like to say she's a girl's girl is because she don't give a damn how other girls feel. Now listen, we are still very early. It's still week 1 of Love Island. But she has been all over Sincere since day 1. Acting like that's her man and acting like they've been together for months, if not years. So somebody please explain to me why, when she falls out with Sincere and she decides that she's gonna start exploring, she's gonna start pulling people for chats, one of the first conversations that she has is with Aniya, and she tells Aniya this.
Just like I went down there and said, tomorrow I am exploring. I'm going to pull Casey and I will test this connection.
Why would you do that? Ain't this supposed to be your girl? You know that she's locked in with KC. Not locked in meaning that they're closed off. Obviously, no one is closed off this early. But you know that they've only been around each other and they've only been talking to each other. So why would you bring up in her face that you're gonna go pull him for a chat? And do it so nonchalant and so casually too. Does that not seem a little weird to y'all? I don't know. Maybe if she would have said it in a different way, or she would have said, hey, do you think it's cool if I pull KC for a chat? Maybe the delivery was just off. Because it was very matter of fact. And you can see Aniya's whole demeanor change when she said that. And I genuinely think that in Melanie's mind, she is informing her. She's letting her know. Because when she's in the dressing room, she says something to the effect of, well, I'm glad we're all so cool with it. And, you know, we're just being really open. We all understand why we're here. But if someone had done that same thing to her about Sincere, she would have flipped her shit. Like he said, she would have been flipping over the chessboard. It's like she doesn't see the irony in what she's doing. And I think I might know why.
I do wear glasses, so I could
I
not
have
see.
not seen you wear no glasses since.
I know, I don't wear
You wear
them.
contacts?
Nope.
So you
I don't want to see. I've seen enough.
I wish y'all would stop making people think that glasses make them ugly. Because Melanie is in this beautiful villa for the summer and her ass can't even see. Even I fall victim to this sometimes. Sometimes I don't feel like putting in my damn contacts. But I have to because I just know somebody gonna come on my page and be like, you ugly four-eyed bitch. And I'm gonna have to be like, whoa, calm down. Now, I'm getting ready to sound like a hypocrite. I'm the biggest hypocrite of 2026. Because I just said that Melanie should have approached the conversation with Aniya a little better when it comes to KC. But when Bea pulls Kenzie and tells her, hey, I wish you would have given me a heads up that you were going to talk to Gabe, I was looking at her like, why would she have to tell you anything? She doesn't owe that to you. No one in this villa at this point in time, 4 days in, owes anyone any type of conversation about anyone that they're pulling because everyone is brand spanking new here. And then just knowing that she was coaching Zach on that whole conversation about how to approach Kenzie, that just, on top of that, added another layer to the fact that why are you trying to tell her who she can and who she can't talk to? And I'm not forgetting that. I'm never going to get off her neck about that because I think that was really messed up. But what I think is even crazier about the conversation is the fact that Bea goes, well, you know, you should have first dibs on the bombshell. Since you're single right now, you can have first dibs on the bombshell. We'll all pull back.
You should have first dibs on conversation with the bombshell.
I'm sorry, bitch. Who the hell do you think you are? You out here handing out rations on bombshells now? You can have this bombshell. No, you can't touch this one. You can have this one. How are you telling me who I can and can't talk to? Bea, in a world where you could be anything, be fucking for real. And before anyone come over here, I'm calling her a bitch in the way that girls call each other bitches. I'm not calling her a bitch in that way. But I'm saying like, bitch, who the fuck do you think you are? But yeah, I know that's very hypocritical of me because of what I just said with the whole Melanie and Aniya situation, but nevertheless, that's how I feel. At least when I'm being a hypocrite, I admit it. Some of y'all won't admit it. I will say this though, Bea did stand by that statement. When Corbin officially came into the villa, she did say, hey, I thought that Kenzie should have had first dibs on him because she's single. She let that be known and she even approached Melanie with that as well. So I think she actually did mean it. She wasn't just saying it just to say it. But it does sound a little weird that you're like, no, but you can have him first. I'll back off. Like, it's a little weird. But she may have just been doing that to protect her investment, that being Gabe. She said that she would be pissed off if basically Gabe makes a fool out of her by getting with Kenzie after pretending that he wants something with her. But I think that's ridiculous because she's known Gabe the same amount of time that Sean knew her. Gabe is playing the game just like she did. Now all of a sudden she gonna be hella pissed off if he makes her look crazy or something. And now we know that Kenzie is Gabe's type.
Kenzie,
Yeah.
Because she's my type, you know?
So in my opinion, it's already game over for Bea. This is not married at first sight. He doesn't have to stick it out with someone he's not attracted to. Now, when Gabe is talking to Bea, he does say that he has concerns with Kenzie in regards to culture. That being said, if a Hispanic blonde walks through those doors, it's a done deal because that's gonna check all his boxes. And I know it feels like I give Bea a lot of shit, especially in my last video, but I actually do really like her. I think she's hilarious.
Initially, I wanted to take my leg off and scoop money in, and so I started like pushing all the money.
I think she is so damn funny, and I cannot get the image of her removing her leg to scoop up money out of my head. Like, it's so ridiculous. And when it comes to Sean and Kenzie, he's saying out loud what we've all been thinking. Kenzie is emotionally immature. Again, just like he said, and like I said in my last video, Kenzie has every right not to want to talk to Zach. But it's the very fact that she's doing it at all that is emotionally immature. Like, she's doing it to be petty. She's doing it because she's emotionally immature. He's spot on with that. And that's turning him off a little, and I understand why. But maybe we're going to get to see an Aniya and Sean chat real soon, because we know that KC said he's okay with being open, so that opened the door with Aniya. I do want to talk about that boss bitch challenge. I absolutely love the challenges on Love Island. And I've said this before, and someone told me, well, you should watch Love Island Games because it's all challenges. And maybe I will with an upcoming season or something. Maybe I will, because the challenges are my favorite part. Because they're always themed, and I love a good theme. I love a themed party. I love a themed get together. Any kind of theme, I'm there. I want to dress up. I want to be a part of the theme. I just love a theme. Also, happy Pride Month. Not that this shirt is the Pride flag, but it is the closest thing I have. There's no green in this shirt. There's also, it's missing hella colors. There's pink in it. So this is not the Pride flag, but it's a rainbow shirt. So when I saw Sincere pick Bea up by her leg, I said, oh, this game about to be good. And I know people don't like seeing them get all gross in these games, but I love this. I love watching them getting dunked in this pink Nickelodeon slime. I felt like I was watching Double Dare. It took me back. And enough people showed up ready to be petty to this game that it really made all the difference. Trinity's turn comes up, and her question is, who's faking it till they make it so they can get a promotion? And she chooses Bryce. And I don't think that she's wrong. Bryce doesn't really like her, and she doesn't really like Bryce. They're in it so that they don't get eliminated. We all know that. And he feels a way about it, I guess, because he feels called out, and she does end up explaining it later. But I don't really think it needed an explanation. You guys aren't really into each other. I think that's very clear. I don't even think that they're exploring a resemblance of a relationship. And now I feel like he's over here putting 20 on 10 and try to show and prove for some reason. Talking about he's a dog.
I was like, yo, just wait till you have to like kiss me now.
Really?
Because you've never seen that side of me.
Yeah, I haven't.
I was like, I'm a fucking dog.
Pomeranian at best, sir. And it's been forced now, and I'm over it. Next. Now, Melanie definitely came to the challenge being petty as hell as well. She took her turn to dunk Kata. It didn't matter what the question is. I don't remember. It doesn't matter because she was gonna dunk her regardless. And Kata takes her turn to get some get back too. During her turn, her card says,
who needs a promotion from their couple?
Now they end up discussing this later, and they have this fake hug it out session. And Melanie is asking her like, why did you choose Sincere for that? And she's like, well, I only chose it because I wanted to get back at you. And then Melanie's like, I knew there wasn't anything like vengeful behind that. And I'm sitting here like, no, she meant it. Just because she's telling you she did it for get back doesn't mean that there wasn't truth behind it. She actually does mean that. She does think that he needs to upgrade. It's that sibling rivalry that they have. I'm gonna be real though, my favorite person during this challenge was Kenzie. I know y'all want her off the show because y'all think that she's too much, and I agree, I think she's too much as well. But what you can't knock Kenzie for is the fact that she is great entertainment. From what I'm seeing right now, she's basically made for reality TV. She's gonna give you over exaggerating, she's gonna cry, she's gonna give you entertainment. She's really good reality TV. I want to see her on my screen. I want to see her stay in the villa. Don't vote her out. And one thing about those white girls, they're gonna turn up. I love going out with my white girlfriends because they know how to party, they love shaking ass, and I like having a good time, damn it. And if they have a chance to kiss a girl, they're gonna kiss a girl. Kenzie kisses Kata. And it's actually really funny because I was thinking earlier today, why is there no bisexual version of Love Island? I'm sure that there have been bisexual people on the show, but there's never been a season dedicated to bisexuals. And I need to know why Peacock is dropping the ball on this. Can y'all imagine the pure, delicious chaos that it would be if everybody in the villa was kissing everybody else in the villa? I need season 10 to be a bisexual season. Where do I need to sign? It would be such good TV. Oh my god, it would be so good. I feel like this was a great episode for a Friday night. I'm actually really excited to edit this one and get it out to y'all so I can hear all y'all thoughts on it. Tomorrow there will be no After Sun. I know that people don't really like After Sun, but I'm gonna watch it. At least the first couple of ones, and I am gonna cover them on on my channel. 1 or 2 of those episodes just to kind of gauge what the vibes is. And then if I see it doesn't really make sense, then I won't. But I am going to watch After Sun. It's not coming on this Saturday, but it is starting next Saturday. So I'll be covering that. And then we'll be back here Sunday to see how things are going to shake up. I'll watch the preview for this one. Someone's getting dumped. There's going to be a recoupling. Give me your recoupling predictions. Give me your recoupling predictions. And I might put something on the community tab as well regarding recoupling. So give me yours in the comments, and then I'll have something up on the community tab as well, because I want to see where y'all heads are for the recoupling. And until Sunday, I'll see y'all later. Bye. Now I'm at the Prospect Convention. My friends walk in your friend's direction. When did you get? When did you get? When did you get? When did you get so hot? That's what they were saying to Corbin. They knew he was fine. I loved watching What doing, Bubba? What you guys doing? You guys are such cuties.